Hello.
Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Debbie, and this is my husband.
I'm Vic.
And we are Debbie and Vic.
Why do you want me to wear this? I don't want to look like a gangster,
You look like a gangster.
The thing is making me look. Okay, anyway, she likes it, so it's fine. All right.
Okay, so today we're going to be doing question and answer based on the questions that you've asked us on our previous updates videos, and then some people have reached out to us privately also to ask questions. So today we'll basically be going through some of the questions and answering them. So my love, what is the first question?
So we have a lot of questions here, and we see how many we can answer per episode. Of course, we will share the link to our Telegram group. So please, you can kindly just join us. You can ask questions. We'll answer some questions there, and some questions we can answer them on video so that people also can get to learn from them that are not part of the community. Right, we have a question here, very complicated. He said, I have a friend, she's in danger in her relationship. She schools in the abroad, and when she came back, her parents were like, there is a husband waiting for you. So she asked husband, my sister, said, but it is not God's will for this lady. This lady prayed for God's vision and will, but no answer from God. The pressure of her parents was getting too much because they want their daughter to get married to their family friend's son. Higher. Said, my friend had no choice than to just accept her parents' will for her. They both got married. The first 2 weeks was fine, but after then, the husband shows us his true color. He started smoking, clubbing, coming home late, beating my friend, not eating at home. In fact, he do bring all his concubines home. I'm serious. And the matter is getting too much to the extent that she had miscarriage. She told her parents and they were like, you have to enjoy a marriage. But my own thinking is that my own thinking is that it's her parents' fault. So, ma, sir, in this kind of situation, what is the solution? This is tough.
No, Yoruba say obuso similar no ofiosi. No, it's for people that don't understand Yoruba, it just basically means when you are in a very difficult situation and you just don't know how best to deal with it. Babe, what do you think?
Yeah, it's quite a very dicey situation. I will start this by, because the essence of this question is not just for us to answer them, but it's for our audience to also learn from this. You see, when the foundation of a thing is faulty, it is very difficult to be able to handle. For me, I will start by saying that this is a big mistake your friend has made. And the truth is that life is about decisions. And when you make certain decisions, you must be ready to face the consequences. When you decide to get married to somebody for certain reasons, not because you are sure you love the person or you see a future between you and the person, you need to equally be ready to face the consequences that is going to come with it. So I will say, number one, if you are out there, before we even tackle this question, if you are out there as a young person, you need to understand that you need to marry somebody you are convinced about.
100%.
You are convinced about somebody that is not somebody that is forcing you.
Yeah,
whether pastor or afar or shogo that saw that saw the prophecy and is telling you that this is your wife. This is your wife.
You should first of all go back to God.
Are you getting me? Because this issue of prophets, people seeing vision is even becoming popular. They see vision, yes, but listen, if it's not from your heart. You don't see a lie between you and the person. Don't marry somebody based on prophecy from somebody,
this is what my
or
parent
vision,
wants,
or this is
or
what
this
your
is
parent
what my
wants.
pastor wants.
Okay,
because they won't be in that marriage with you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So her parents are not the one in the marriage now. She's the one going through all the nonsense that she's going through. She's the one going through all the pains, the heartbreak, and the other. So please, we need to emphasize this. Do not let anybody push you into.
I think that, sorry for interjecting. I wanted to point this out, that for us, even when we wanted to get married, there are some decisions that we made, and then that our parents were not in total support of, but then we had to understand that we are adults, and in the end we're going to be responsible for the consequences of our actions.
And when the parents saw the result, they were happy with it. But if we have followed them, we would have made some very costly mistakes that will be the ones suffering it.
With ourselves in the marriage. But you have to realize that, I know that some people don't want to make decisions for themselves. I used to be like that. But at some point, you have to tell yourself that I'm an adult and I have to make decisions for myself. Your parents love you. They love you forever with all of their heart. So if you tell them you're not going to in this direction that you're going, trust me, they will come around later. They might be fighting with you initially, but later they will come around, and later they'll be like, thank God you make this decision. When they eventually see reasons with you. So you have to make decisions as an adult at this time of your life, especially when it comes to marriage. Your parents love you, they will be with you, but they won't be with you forever. For most people, their parents would, in the next 20 years, your parents are not with you anymore. So you have to make that decision for the betterment of yourself.
Yeah, amazing. So in answering the question, I will say a few things. Debbie can share her view and we see how far we can go. Number one, I will say in such kind of sorry about that.
Why do you remove my cap?
I think I love to see your face this way than that when you wear the cap. So anyway, so number one is that you need to find somebody he can listen to, or somebody he submits to talk to. Now, for that kind of person, I'm doubting if he has somebody that he submits to or listens to. And that is why we always emphasize that marry somebody that there is somebody that can tell him shut up or sit down, and he will sit down. Now, if he has somebody like that in his life, it makes it easier. Most times, parents are always biased. A lot of times. It's just very few parents that don't get biased. I don't know if his parents is the only option you have. But it is tough. It's tough. I always advise that maybe there is somebody he listens to, there's somebody he respects. If there is a friend of his, that can talk sense into him, or something. But listen, somebody he respects, somebody that can talk sense into him. If his parents are the last option, check it if he has responsible parents. I'm sorry to say that, because there are parents that they will just follow their son and whatever just be, do you understand? But if he has godly parents, responsible parents that you can meet, maybe the dad or the mom, talk to him, pour your heart to him, let them call his son. But somebody needs to talk to him. That's number one. Very important. A mentor, somebody respect, somebody that can talk to him. You need to consult. That person to see. But that's just one thing you can do. But that's not the first thing. The first thing I will say is to pray. Prayer is very important. I would have mentioned that before this. Prayer is important. Prayer changes people. Prayer can make, no matter how strong-hearted somebody is, the heart of the person can become so melted. I would say, before you even go to talk to somebody, to talk to him, somebody you respect or listen to, stay in the place of prayer. Take some time to speak. The question shows that you are a Christian, and it shows that you are somebody that tried to seek the face of God when going to the marriage, but God didn't agree with you or give you a signal, but you decide to follow your parents' wish. All right? So go back to the place of prayer. I still believe in the God of restoration. Yeah. I still believe in the God of miracles. All right? God can touch him. The Bible says the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord. Yes. The Lord can direct it wherever he willeth. So I believe that God can also change the heart. No matter how hardened his heart is, God can penetrate and give him a new heart. Babe, let me hear some of your view. Why? Before I add some point
Yeah,
there.
I think you have actually said it all. Prayers.
Not all, yeah.
I think prayers is very important at this point. If God can save someone like Saul and turn him to Paul, then there's nothing God cannot do. And then, you know, the deed has already been done. So the question we should always be asking is, what is the way forward? Can you get someone to talk to him? Can you both have a discussion and let him say his mind? Maybe he's frustrated, maybe there's something that is, I don't know, just talk, and God will say
yeah. So communication is also another thing. That's what my baby is trying to say. Communication. You need to talk to him, you need to have a conversation with him. But now wisdom is needed. That is why marriage is about wisdom. You need to talk, but you need to even know when to talk to him and how to talk to him. So that's why prayer is important, so that God can guide you through. When do you need to talk to him? Is it going to be early hours of the morning? Is it going to be when he comes back from his clubbing and all that? You want to serve him food to eat, and then you want to talk to him. And listen, you have put yourself into this, so you must be ready to really be strong and bear some of these things. So communication is important. You need to pour your heart to him, but find the right time that you need to talk to him about it. Another thing I will add is that don't become nasty or become a bad wife because he's trying to become a bad husband. I know that it's not going to be easy. Trust me, that a man is behaving this way to you, and I'm telling you that you should be good to him. But the truth is that the way you can profess your faith as a Christian, and for him to see that you are a Christian, and for him to possibly get interested in that faith a little, is by not by doing evil for evil, is by demonstrating good. Are you following me? Winning him over with good. That is something you can also do. That possibly the way you are doing, you still serve him food, you still be a good wife to him, you still show him a bit of respect and honor. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Eventually that could touch his heart, and maybe and possibly he could have a change of mind. But in closing, before we move to another question, if you are not still clear, you still need to describe the scenario in a different way, please, you can reach out to us. But in closing, I will say, if you are the lady, your mental health is important. If you have tried all you can, you've prayed, I believe prayer will work. I believe God will change his heart. But listen to me, there are times you have done all you could. You've prayed, you have done all. Maybe you might consider because of your health, because of the beating and other domestic violence, I want to advise you to possibly leave for a while, and maybe
sort things out.
All right, sort things out while you're away.
Is because
if you are dead now, you are dead.
So many people have died just because they claim that they are Christians, and then they want to stay with their abusive husband, and before you know it, they're just dead.
If she dies, before you know, he will bring another person home. All right. So
if you feel like your life is in danger, or you feel like you're being threatened, and you might just want to
just take a walk, just walk away, for a while.
And then while you guys
try to see if things will be sorted out,
and then while you're praying for him, don't forget to pray for him, because that is really important. The fact is that you people's paths are connected in a way, anyway, right now. So you have to keep talking about him to Jesus in prayers. So we're going to talk about the second
so the second question. Second question here.
Let me read it.
Okay, there.
Someone said, I want to discuss with you is that there is this friend of mine, a guy actually, we've been friends for 5 years. And now, in fact, is my best friend, my bestie. Initially, when we started our friendship, it was mutual. But since last year, it's just as if I'm beginning to have feelings for him. I am kind of confused. What should I do?
Well, this is like a situation that is almost like a situationship on its own, if not
Have we done
leading
a
to
video
that.
on this?
Have we? I
No,
think
I
we've
don't
done
think so.
something
Oh
related
yeah,
to.
have we?
Well, maybe
I'm not
not.
sure.
Yeah. So, but the truth is that see, be careful so that you won't fall into a situationship scenario.
Yeah.
If you guys have been friends for that long,
5 years,
5 good years, come on, you should have. I don't know how old you are, but if you are above 20, 22, 23, you should be
have
possibly direction
for your
towards
life.
for your life, towards your marital life and others. I will say that you need to look into this critically. um the first thing you need to look at, because with what you said now, it shows that you're already building up, she's building up feelings already for the
Yeah,
guy,
really
but the guy
in
has
love
not
with
yet
the
asked her
guy.
out.
Yeah.
And the fact that
And they are best
she
friends
call
right
him
now.
bestie, it
So
means that there is a
they
lot
have
of
something
connection.
going on, but it's
Connection,
not a
relationship, you get that kind
just
of
there.
scenario.
Yeah.
So you get that kind of scenario. It's just there. It's not yet a relationship, but they have this connection in
They are
between them.
besties,
Yeah. So this is it. I will say, one, never assume a relationship.
Don't assume.
Assumption is deadly. You might think that guy, because you spent 5 years together, likes
That
you
will
or he
like
wants you. Forget it. He might have somebody else that is dating. I might shock you that before you knew, we just come to you and say,
Yeah, like
bestie, dear, I have a wedding to plan,
in the next
and
3
I will
months.
need your support. 3 months even too much. In the next 2 months or 1 month, my wedding is coming so fast. And you are not saying, are you not happy for me? Are you not? Why would she be happy for you?
God, I've been here all this. I just met this girl.
You understand?
6 months ago, and you guys are already
I want to get married. All right. So don't put yourself into that issue. I will tell you, based on this, approach the guy. Have a conversation.
Conversation?
Yeah, I will say, have a heart-to-heart conversation. Ask him that, hey, we've been friends for like the past 5 years. What are we?
We've been
all right?
going around.
We've been going
around together, hanging around.
Do you understand? Let's have this relationship.
Where is this place going?
Because if it's not if the relationship has been well defined, emotions might not have built up all that in you.
Yeah, maybe if they have had that talk that, oh, we can only be friends for the past 5 years, I'm sure the girl, some guy would have asked her out, and she would have, oh, I have this bestie. Because nobody will even want to date you if they know that you have a guy bestie. That people will just assume that you guys are in a relationship. So in a way, it's shielding you. It's not allowing people that wants to come in. It's like someone staying at the door. Guy, if you want to come in, come in. If you want to go out, go out. But it's just there. It's shielding you. People are not seeing you, because when they see you, they are seeing both of you together. As you take pictures with him, they are assuming both of you are in a relationship in church, in school, because you are besties. But then, so they won't even ask you out in the first place, right? Yeah,
so kill that emotion. Don't take it further. Don't allow it to grow at all. Talk to this guy. Is your bestie, so you should be sincere with each other, and it shouldn't be somebody you are shy of. Have this conversation with him. Who are we? Where are we going? Let's define this. Let's define this relationship
in the hands of the Creator.
All right. So I believe that with this conversation, you will have a headway. If he tells you that, oh, I just see you as my sister, I think we are just friends. Fine. You get that sorted, my dear. Kill that feeling and open up and
it's
for
easy to kill feelings.
Okay, yeah, but if you don't kill this, it might be affecting you. All right, this guy is enjoying his life somewhere. He might even have a girl somewhere, and you are struggling emotionally somewhere. And the truth is that if somebody does not reciprocate what you are feeling, it will be very disheartening, and it will hurt when you keep pushing for something and you're not getting it back. So just so that you not waste your time, that's what I'm saying. Okay. And don't assume that the guy loves you because he's been your friend for 5 years. Have the discussion. Be matured about it.
Adult thing to do, so that both of you know where you're going to. And this is 5 years. Come on, is it till you guys are 10 years in the friendship that you now discover that he is I'm not interested.
I think we take one last question, but before, as she's trying to get the last question out, I just want to emphasize that whenever you are beginning to get closer to an opposite sex, please do yourself good by defining the relationship. Know why you are coming together. He's asking you, can I take you out for a spa? Can I take you out for this? Ask him, where are we going? Who are we? Please have it defined, all right, so that you won't get things mixed up at the end of the day. It's very important, because when you don't get a relationship, when you don't attach purpose to certain relationship, it will affect you at the end of the day, and you can assume so many things. The best way not to assume is to get it cleared and well defined from onset. All right, thank you.
So the next question says, please, I would like to ask this. What if the person you're in a relationship with left you, and every day you're praying for someone in your life, you keep on seeing that person in your dreams? Does that mean it's God or what? So basically, this is me trying to paraphrase. They broke up, and she kept seeing the person in his dream, and she's trying to ask that, is that God trying to show that, oh, this person is supposed to be? First of all, there's a place in the Bible that says love does not fail, love never fails. So if it fails, then it was not love. So the fact that you guys are broken up, I don't know, might be a reason to show that, well, things cannot work between you. And the way dream works with your subconscious. You get, so if you're thinking of something too much, there's a very high probability that you're going to dream about it. It's like someone that is hungry, that went to bed and is dreaming of food. Nobody is trying to feed you in your dreams. Just wake up and go and drink garri or whatever it is that is at home. You will discover that when you go back to sleep, you won't start dreaming about that thing again. So, and Satan has a way of manipulating dreams. That's why most times when people say that when you dream about something or someone, you should pray to God to give you further confirmation about that thing, because it might just be your mind manipulating you because you want something that much, and so you dream about it and you just feel like this is God. It might not be God. And then, so that is my own conception about dreams. If you want something enough, you can start dreaming about that thing. And this is someone that you've been in a relationship with that maybe broke your heart, so you're angry with that person, you're sad, you still love that person, and you think about the person all day. So it's normal for you to dream about them.
All right, thank you there. Just to add to what my dear wives have said, I will say that when it comes to matters like this, babe, there are times, really, not every relationship that maybe if they break up, they go part, it doesn't mean that maybe it wasn't love.
Okay.
I think there are times also where things can happen. People can be a bit immature when they get into a relationship, all right, and then things can happen. And maybe after a while, they gather themselves together again, and understand that, okay, this is what I've done wrong, this is what I've done wrong. There are a few times where people have a little break in certain relationship. I'm just trying to say that I've seen certain scenarios where that has played out and it has worked out, but not too many of them worked out. Some of them come back again, they separate, come back again, separate.
Because there's a reason why they separated in the first place, and if they don't solve that reason, they come back again, they will still all right. Okay.
So that's settled. So I'm just trying to let you know that we're not crucifying you for that, whosoever asks the question, and we're not trying to say that the fact that you have broken the relationship up before does not mean that it's not going to be a workable relationship again. If you guys find common ground and knew what really happened, where you got things wrong, and you are ready to come back again to work around things, you understand what I'm trying to say, things can actually work out again. Then I'll start with the area of the dream. My wife already said it already. A lot of things can cause dream. And when you look at the Bible, I think even in the entire New Testament, there's hardly places where God has to speak to people through dreams. A lot of times it was more through trance or vision, but not really through dreams. And even in the Old Testament, you check it, how many times really it was during the means where these people were being spoken to a lot of, and a lot of things can cause dream, as she said. So your thought alone of being with the guy, and maybe you still like the guy, still have feelings for the guy, can bring dreams to you. So I wouldn't want to say that you should make dream, all right, the yardstick of you saying God is speaking to you and God is saying you should go back into the relationship. Find other ways of hearing God. Hear the voice of God, but not just base things based on dream. I'm not saying God cannot speak through dream, but don't take decision based on dreams alone. All right, let them be a confirmation in your spirit. Let them be an inner voice or peace of God. God speaking to you and leading you, and then you can say, okay, yes, this is God. But to now answer the question deeply, I will say that listen, don't assume relationship. Don't assume relationship. What you're trying to do is to assume that he's going to come back one day. Listen, except you are so sure that you heard in your spirit and God told you that this is the person and the person is coming back. Things like that happen. If it's God saying categorically to you, then you need to stay in the place of prayer. You need to be patient, and you need to keep praying and keep trusting God that he's going to come. All right. But listen to me. When it also comes to marriage, God doesn't force anything on anybody. All right. God doesn't force anything on anybody. So that you not say is God. No. God doesn't force things on anybody. There have to be an agreement in your spirit with what you feel that God. Even sometimes some people say, oh, God led them to this person. At the end of this, but they eventually God will put the love of the person in your heart. All right, and then your path will eventually cross at the end of the day. But do not base things on dreams to say you are waiting for somebody. All right, this is what I will say to you. Take your mind off that relationship. Get busy with serving God. Get busy with building your spiritual life. Get busy with building your capacity, equipping yourself, building new skills. Get busy with building your career and others. Listen to me. At the right time, if it's the will of God, He will orchestrate that person to you. And you will see it when the person comes, it's already a different person. This is it. And you have conviction in your spirit. But if it's not the one, God will bring the right person to you. I feel sometimes it's just out of the emotions. Maybe you have kissed, you have done certain things, and the feelings is just there. And you just based on the feeling, God is the one speaking. It might be your feelings that is speaking, and some of the bond you have had with that person that is keeping you. All right? So I've been in that shoe before also at the time,
Did you dream?
I didn't dream. I only said I've been in that shoe where I left someone, where myself and someone separated. All right. Yeah. And then, you keep feeling that thought that you want to go back.
I've actually dreamt of an ex before. Yeah, because I dreamt, but it was maybe me. I don't even know what the dream means, because it was just nonsense dream. So.
All right, so that's it. So I'm just trying to say it happens, but after a while, for me, I just have to come to my senses. I say no, you have to move on, and then I try to put it aside and then focus on life. And here I am now with this amazing lady as a wife. And I'm happy that I ended up with her and not with any other person. So God has a special gift waiting for you. And don't let what has happened in the past and don't let what has happened in the past hold you back, and then you feel that sometimes it's not God, sometimes it's just feelings. All right. Okay. So get busy with something else and just let that go. God will bring His perfect gift to you in due time. Amen. All right, I think we need to stop here. We've really taken time, so we will say do well. Please join our Telegram group. Follow us on Instagram, on Debbie and Vic. Let's have your questions. We'll be so much ready to answer your questions, and get to interact with you and share some of our views and ideology with you. And then I hope that together we can build very amazing homes and seeing marriages work, which is something that we are very passionate about.
Thank you so much for watching.
All right, keep watching and keep subscribing, and ensure that you share this with someone. All right,
don't be stubborn. You
right.
can also drop us a thumbs up in the comment section to show that you like this video. And then if you have questions, you can also drop it in the comment section. We'll try as much as possible to make videos like this to answer questions as they come up. Thank you.
All right.